Hello again. This is my final, I promise, this is the final video for this worm cleaning. I've already got the well inside the bottom, and I have that bottom tray on there that should be what we harvest next month. And then was actually the top tray, and I've kind of fluffed it a bit and tried to get some like air down into the whole thing. My friend Patrick, I watch him, and he massages his worms and kind of goes back and forth with his hand, and he gets everything all, fluffed and what have you, and gets that air in there. So I thought, okay, well, I'll try it his way. I'm not using my hand because I've already taken my gloves off, but I'm just kind of like moving things about. And on this, it has edges to it, like right there. Oops, let me just do that. Right here is where the edge is, and that's where this next bin, when it gets laid on there, that's how far down it's going to go. So I want to make sure that there's enough stuff in there that the worms who are coming up can then tuck in, eat what they want, and then they can hop up to the bottom of this next one. Anyway, this is going to be the very, very top, and all I've done is taken some of the coffee filters and used that as my base here, and instead of using cardboard this time. But I just wanted to show you, now this is the where I was keeping the worms as I was filtering through them, and I said to you it'll look like spaghetti, so hold on to your hat. that was the squishy girl in me going, oh. Come on guys. Come on, tap, tap, tap. There's a couple stragglers in there. And then these two I'm going to add onto this one. Isn't it amazing? I mean, how they just really hang on, don't they? It looks like a real little party. Oh, that's a good one. Yep, there they are. Amazing. Just amazing. There's probably 100 in each one of these. A couple hundred, something like that. I mean, you've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. There's a couple stragglers who have jumped ship and they think they're going to get away, but they're not. So anyway, that's the end of it, I promise. And I'll take this back in and maybe just pour a little bit of liquid over it to just make sure everybody gets settled, and then we'll be back into the waiting game of next month, and we harvest some more castings. So garden what you've got. I hope you like this. Seriously, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. I think we all have our own way of doing these things. I think there are maybe a couple right ways. It's not just always my way or it's wrong. So if you're starting out with your worms and you have any questions, the other thing that I will add is some eggshell. And by the way, one other little tip is I used to take my eggshell and just grind it into I had like a little oyster chopper that you could chop your onions or herbs or whatever, and it made them small. But I have to say that when I put them out in the garden, if I put them out with the castings, what was left in there, they would harden, and my soil would get so hard that I didn't think it was breaking down. So what I started doing was I put it in a coffee grinder, in Krups or Bronze, I think Oster, any of those have a really good coffee grinder, and you get it so fine that it becomes a powder. See the little white specks that are in there? Well, that's actually Yeah. Oh, those little white specks. Those aren't worm eggs, honest. It's coffee. Um, I'm sorry. It's eggshells that have just been pulverized. And I mean, you have to be careful when you take the lid off because the powder comes up, and you don't want to inhale any of that into your lungs. But that breaks down so well. Um, if you put it through, like I do, if I'm watering my stuff, I'll notice that I have a powdery substance at the bottom that has a little grit to it. Um, Very much like if you're using 40 Mule Team Borax or any of those powder additives to your laundry, and you don't mix it up and kind of dissolve it first, it can, it'll leave something on your clothes. Well, you'll find the powder it's pulverized, but it's not a dissolvable powder. And anyway, that goes into the soil so much better than just grinding it down. So, honest, that was it. I hope everybody has fun with their worms today, and talk to you guys real soon. Bye bye.